Welcome to the Grandpa Channel. I'm Steve Harris, but my grandkids call me Rivers. Here we ask a simple question. What did life teach you the hard way? Because a lifetime reveals things you can't learn any other way. On this show, we sit down with people who've lived a little, stumbled a little, and learned a few things along the way. So pull up a chair, because what a lifetime reveals can steady another. Welcome to the Grandpa Channel. I'm Steve Harris. My grandkids call me Rivers. We have a terrific guest on today, Mike Allen. I'm really excited. Tell us a little bit about kind of the arc of your life and how you've gotten to this point in time.
Sure. Yeah. I'm first grateful to be chatting with you. Thank you for the invitation. And I grew up, well, I was born in Arizona. I grew up in Salt Lake City, kind of near the University of Utah. And a key thing that comes to mind right off the bat was just our unique family situation. My parents divorced when I was about 1 or 2 years old. I don't really have any memory of it, but I grew up in a house with 4 older sisters and my mom until the age of 7. And my mom married my now stepdad, who I just call my dad. I kind of welcomed him into the family with eager and open arms to have another man around, or have a man in the house, a male. And my sisters, not so much though. I look at my stepdad and I'm just like, wow, like he walked into not just getting married for the first time at the age of, I think he was 47, which is almost how old I am now. Maybe he was 46. Yeah. Anyway, he had been a bachelor his whole life, and he met my mom and they fell in love and got married. And with that came 5 kids all at once, and 4 of them being teenage daughters, stepdaughters, right? And I still remember the way that he approached that coming into our family. He sat us all down and he said, "Hey, I'm not going to try to be your dad. I would love to be your friend. And I love your mom and I'm here to stay." And that was the essence of his message. Yeah, just incredible maturity and awareness. And yeah, he was such a blessing to our family. And over the years, I mean, he's gained the trust of every one of my sisters, and they have a great relationship. But it took some time. I think I had one sister that wouldn't talk to him for about the first year of him being in the home. And so anyway, it's amazing to have that example, that father in my life, even though it came a little later than, most people. I went to BYU. I served a 2-year mission in Brazil and Sao Paulo. I graduated from BYU in graphic design, and I had a career in that for over a decade. I mean, maybe 15 years or so. And that had some ups and downs. I had a really amazing career, but I had some challenging times during that career. It took us to New York. It took us to the Bay Area. We lived in New York for about 7 years, and that's where I got to know your daughter and Ty. And for about 6 years, we lived in the Bay Area, in the East Bay, while I was working different jobs there in San Francisco. We moved back to Utah to get a little closer to family, and we were anticipating it would be more affordable, but housing was insane at the time. That was around the pandemic, so it was late 2020, early 2021. When we relocated back to Utah. I kept my job for a while, just working remote, but after a few months, decided to leave that job, and we were just blessed with circumstances that allowed me to take a little break. So I took a little hiatus, a little break, a mini retirement kind of experience without having the next job lined up, which was new for me. And during that time, just a lot of interesting things happened, and I became more aware of what I really wanted to be doing. And that is what led me into the work I do now. And so Erin and I have our organization called The Light in Us, which she talked about. And then I also met some people, and through a whole story we can get into if relevant, I started a men's group that we focus on men's mental health and wellness and spirituality and brotherhood. It's called the Here Brotherhood.